you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am Art, and I am your host for I Am Smart, the quiz where people look to improve their art through learning and strive to earn the right to say I am smart. The format of the quiz is very simple, very straightforward. You've got 3 rounds of questions, you've got 3 musings, and you've got a bonus round at the end. It's 20 points overall. All you're going to need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on, a brain for thinking, and an imaginosphere for imagining. Both will be tested. Optional is a beverage, because whilst it's got absolutely nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a toast. So here goes. Here we go. To testing imaginospheres and to testing brains. You've got no money to lose and knowledge, but also no money to gain. Cheers. Hello, Smarties. My goodness, it feels good to be alive, doesn't it? Just feels good to be alive sometimes. TB Douglas, ready to learn your butt off. Definitely not Duda. Beverage and brain and butt are ready. Line up the 3 Bs here, guys. Line up the 3 Bs. You're going to need them. Nana Hobob, hold onto your butt so you can lose them or learn them off, whatever. Okay, so we need to work a little bit on the enthusiasm. That's absolutely fine. We're only a couple of minutes in, but we'll get there. That's absolutely fine. Gosh, should we check out the potential rounds for this week's quiz? Should we check out the potential rounds? Should we do it? Yeah, there they are. There's the rounds. As ever, you've got yay or nay. As ever, you've got look close. As ever, you've got spotlight. As ever, you've got nart. As we used both of the rando rounds for last week, we've got 2 brand new rando rounds. I say brand new. One of them's brand new, odd one out. You've got no further details of that. Keeping my cards close to the vest. Song lyrics, it's an old favourite. It's a classic. As the high point scorer of last week's quiz, definitely not Duda, of course, has the right to choose one of the rounds outright. As we do have not that many people watching, your bonus definitely has been kind of nullified because it seems as though, as there are 3 people watching, each will be able to pick a round. So definitely, let's start with you. Which round would you like to play? I mean, all of you, which round would you like to play? And we'll just keep our fingers crossed that none of you pick the same round as another. I do hope you enjoyed learning about Oscar statuettes. Oscar statuettes. Although I do hope that you didn't enjoy learning about them too much, because that is the last countdown where I will be teaching you things. It's the last countdown where I'll be teaching you things. I figure it doesn't affect the show. I don't think you guys long for it each week. It's not your highlight. And it does take me time each week finding out the stuff, copy and paste, creating the video. So I figure stop doing it and then spend that time that I would normally spend doing that on, something instead of sleeping and whatnot. So from next week, there'll just be a kind of a standard countdown. You'll still have the wonderful music, courtesy of the fine people at Pretzel. No learning for the next countdown. My thanks as ever, though, to Wikipedia for this and for all the weeks for providing the information. Wikipedia, just give them some money. I use it many times every single day, so... Can you hear that? Gritty. A crime zone. So what have we got? Definitely not Duda. Look close. Misses it. Absolutely. That's in. Nana Hobob. Song lyrics. Absolutely. That's in. TB. Yay or nay. That's in. That's how fast we work here, guys. Working at the speed of thought. Definitely we'll go for that. I think we'll go for look close last. Let's start off with the yay or nay. Let's go to song lyrics then, and then let's go look close. Let's do that. Let's do that. I like that. Should we do that? Are you ready to some quizzing? Yeah, let's quiz. In order to be a great artiste, guys, you must be able to discern lies from truth. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 statements, but do you believe them? If you do, you write yay. If you don't, you write nay. It's really that simple. You've got a 50-50 choice, so feel free to decide by tossing a coin or picking moment by moment which asteroid-hitting Earth disaster film you prefer. Deep Impact or Armageddon. They're equally as realistic, so it's difficult to pick. What do we have as the subject for this yay or nay round? It is Gorillaz. Gorillaz. It's a cartoon band, guys. Innovative. Innovative. So we're going to have 5 statements about the band Gorillaz. You just tell me whether you believe them or not. Yay or nay. That's it. That's it. Simple. Simple. Let's get quizzing. Number 1. Gorillaz' lead singer, 2D, is named as such because he has 2 dads. Is that a yay or is that a nay? 2 dads. He is called 2D, or nicknamed at least. So I can confirm for you that that is true. That is real. But just why is it? Why is it? 2 dads, yeah or nay? Number 2, Gorillaz have been nominated for 11 Grammy Awards, but have never won. Is that a yeah or a nay? That can't be true, can it? I mean, it might be true. That's the kind of main thing of the round. It might be true. Number 3, gosh, we're smashing through these already. Number 3, the band are in the Guinness Book of Records as most successful virtual band. Is that a yeah or a nay? The band are in the Guinness Book of Records as most successful virtual band. I mean, it's possible, certainly. They are a virtual band, and they are very popular. Most successful, though. More successful than Alvin and the Chipmunks? You tell me. Number 4. The band have 2 autobiographies written by fictional characters. That's a real melon twister, isn't it? A real melon twister. A band have 2 autobiographies. Really? Really, not me? You serious about that, bruh? And then number 5, the final statement. Very, very simple and straightforward. We have, in 2018, to cover for their imprisoned bassist, Murdoch Nichols, Gorillaz enlisted the help of Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. Wow, that's an in-depth one. I'm going to read that one out again for you right now, okay? In 2018, to cover for their imprisoned bassist, Murdoch Nichols, Gorillaz, the fictional band, remember, enlisted the help of Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, a lot going on here. A lot going on. And that's the final statement. That's the final statement. Just a yay or a nay for each one of those. Is the round over? Absolutely not. Of course, we have the musing. The musing, and the musing for this one is a pretty good one, if I don't say so myself. Which cartoon's cast would you like to see as a band? Oh, hey, Killer. Hey, Killer, how are we doing? You've only missed the first round, so plenty to not too much to catch up on, rather. And it is the yay or nay round, so you could just write yay or nay or yay or nay or yay or nay 5 times. So you've got that option available to you. Okay. Which cartoon's cast would you like to see as a band? Give you another couple of seconds for that one. Another couple of seconds for that one as I take a little swiggerino. And there we go. That's the first round done. Let's go back to main. So we've had yay or nay. We're going to have look close. But Nana has a song in his heart tonight. A song in his heart. Let's get some song lyrics, shall we? Absolutely, song lyrics. You all know what we're dealing with here. Did I change this? I don't think I did. No, friends, actors. No, I didn't change that at all. Song lyrics. I'm going to give you some song lyrics. You just need to tell me the lyric that comes next. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. I'm going to give you part of a lyric. You just need to tell me what comes next. The grouping function for all of these is that they are all girl groups. That's the clue I'm giving you. They're all girl groups. Musical groups comprised of girls. Okay? So I just need the lyric here. The particular girl group, not interested, not going to give you that point. The song title, not interested, not going to give you that point. You'll get the swagger, sure. You'll be able to strut down the street knowing that you knew which song this was. But I just want that extra lyric. I just want what comes next, okay? Number 1. Because baby love. My baby love. Whew. Been missing you. What comes next? Because baby love. My baby love. Been missing you. What comes next? What comes next? That's question 1. Question 2. Because I know how you usually do, where you're saying everything to me times 2. Why can't you just tell the truth? Huh? Because I know how you usually do, where you're saying everything to me times 2. God, why can't you just tell the truth? Why is that so hard? Why is that so difficult? Why can't you just tell the truth? That's me elaborating a little bit. I'm getting into the character. But these are these specific lyrics. That's harder than it looks. Question number 3, or bit of lyrics number 3. Yellow Man in Timbuktu. Colour for both me and you. Kung Fu Fighting. Dancing Queen. Tribal Spaceman. Yeah, pretty weird. Could also be an entry into the old Dream Journal. But these are lyrics. Again, from a girl group. A group of girls sang the song that these lyrics are taken from. A girl group. Is the bit rate terrible? It seems like the bit rate might be terrible. Apologies if it is. There's no reason for it to be. Number 4. I know that you're going to have it your way or nothing at all. TB, it's not great. That's a shame. It has been struggling. Gosh darn it. I mean, it's good that it's written up on the screen. Hopefully, that will be enough that you'll be able to get the actual questions. Why would it be so bad? Makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. And then the final question. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be a swinging and swaying and records playing. What's the next lyric there? Killer, technology is the devil. It's not just the Wi-Fi situation or the internet situation, because it's not even Wi-Fi. I'm connected up via Ethernet cable, which is pretty much the best thing you can do. It's pretty much the best thing you can do, but even with that, still not good enough. And sorry guys, I thought this was New York City. I didn't realize this was sub-Saharan Africa, where getting good internet requires some kind of, sacrifice to some kind of ancient deity. I thought this was the city that never sleeps. Presumably, it never sleeps because it takes so long to stream an episode of Line of Duty. Presumably, that's the reason. Have to stay up till 4 because you're doing every second takes 2.5 minutes to. Nana Hobbob, I don't know why I picked this round. What a mistake I've made. Apologies. Well, no, not apologies, actually. You're teaching something. You're going to learn more about girl groups in this than you knew before. That's a benefit. If anyone needs any of them again, let me know. Your girl and I are enjoying singing all of these. Confidence, Killer. Killer's confident that they've got all of theirs. Seattle is as bad. The place where internet lives. Sure. Yeah. I can't imagine that Jeff Bezos is dealing with this kind of internet situation. Anyway, we're doing our best. It's time for our favourite rando round, the song lyrics. Complete these lyrics. You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. Complete those lyrics. That's all we need. Killer Confidence, new name. I mean, it could work. And if you needed to set up a new account for that and follow and subscribe again, then that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world with my statistics. You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. Or whatever tune you like to imagine. It's really up to you. It's your call. That's what makes this round and this particular musing so enjoyable for me. Because, you're all hearing your own song with regard to this. You're all bringing your own experiences to it. And I love that. I love that very much. Yeah? You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. That's another round done, guys. That's another round done. And it's not even half past. This is what happens when the internet is bad and I don't feel as confident in vamping as much. Because you just think, gosh, yeah, it is bad, isn't it? Why is it so terrible? What do you want from me, internet? What do you want from me? Oh, and of course, the look close round. This could be terrible. Look close, baby. Look close. As an artiste, you need to keep your eyes open, yeah? There's inspiration flying at you at all times, but how are you going to feel if a spellbinding idea just passed you by and you didn't even realize because you were too busy daydreaming about the burgeoning career of Jacob Tremblay? Huh? Huh? Really annoyed, that's how. So I'm about to show you some incredible art. And when I do, I want you to look close because there's going to be questions on it afterwards. All the grit in Hell's Kitchen is getting in the way of the bits. It might be. It might be. All the crimes and just gritty stuff might be getting in the way. Absolutely. I look glittery on the TV. Well, I mean, the glitter's always going to come through. The glitter is always going to come through with this bad boy. Can't stop this jacket from shining. I'm worried about this, guys, though. I am. I'm worried about the video. Is the audio okay at least? Or is it everything that's just going terribly? Bitchiness is making you even more glittery. Oh, well, okay, well, that's good. That's good in some. The audio is mostly okay. This could be rough, guys. Well, I'm gonna wish you luck as we enter into the observation video. This is an incredible public. What's it called? Where it's in the public domain. World War II video that was made for the Americans to teach them about the people that they're going to war fighting alongside. So Americans didn't know that much about the French or the English, so they thought, well, we'll need to tell them about it. No audio gone. Okay. Okay, let's see.
That game wasn't won by the man who made that touchdown. It was won by a team, and every man on the team had a share in winning it. We're playing another kind of a game now, only this one isn't for fun. It's for keeps. And this game won't be won by any single player either. It'll be won by a team. A team called the United Nations. The ball will be carried by the men in the backfield. The tough little guy from China, Big Joe Russia, John Britain, and a guy called Yank, the four greatest backs in the world. So let's take a look at the men who carry the ball with us. Who are they? How do they live? What makes them tick? Let's start with the one that's toughest to understand. The one we know just enough about to confuse us, John Britain.
Here's where he lives. A little island no larger than the state of Idaho. 500,000 people live in Idaho. 96 times that many live in Britain. The Nazis and the Japs scream about Lebensraum, living space. But there are more people on a square mile of Britain than a square mile of Germany or Italy or Japan. More congestion than practically any place on earth except the New York subway or a sardine can. And that's a clue that explains a lot about John Britain. We build front porches on our houses because we didn't want to miss the chance to see our neighbors. But John Britton hides himself in a little box and plants a hedge around that to make sure he doesn't. Living that close to neighbors, privacy is part of the pursuit of happiness. And in the sardine can called Britton, they learn to get on with their neighbors. They have to. He's too damn close. That's why they have so little crime in Britain. Believe it or not, even in wartime, the British cop does not carry a gun, nor does the professional crook. And in 1926, when the world heard of this stoppage of work in Britain, that industry, transportation, the whole life of the country had been paralyzed by a general strike, it was still more surprised next day to learn that the strikers were playing football with the cops. You can only understand that if you live in a sardine can.
The second clue to this guy on our team. No part of Britain is more than 100 miles from the sea. Every day for hundreds of years, years of peace and years of war, John Britton has seen ships sail from his island to the seven seas. That means that whenever John Britton wants to bust out of his sardine can, it's the sea that gets him. He's been busting out for hundreds of years, and that led to Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Canada, and for that matter, the United States of America.
So there we go. There we go. Quite illuminating, I think you'll agree. I hope you all learn stuff, any of you Americans learn stuff about us Brits that you might not have known before. Killer Kilch, this closeness does explain why Americans hate each other. It's possible. He likes the sardine can analogy. Yeah, he really does. He really does. And sometimes it feels like it. Sometimes it feels like it. Let's go on with the questions. Question number 1. What sport is being played at the beginning of the video? What sport is being played at the beginning of the video? Question number 2. What 2 adjectives are applied to the guy from China? Oh, hey. Hey there, emote. It's a cat. Thanks, Sarah Kilch. What an opening gambit that is. Enigmatic. I like it. Two adjectives, and I'm going to need both of them in order for you to get the point. Question number 3. What fraction represents Idaho's then population compared to Britain's then population? I'm looking for a single fraction here. The top of the fraction is the equivalent of Idaho's population. The bottom of the fraction, Britain's, and obviously in its simplest form. Question number 4. What don't British policemen carry, even in wartime? Even in wartime! What don't British policemen carry? What don't they carry? And question number 5, what British sport is shown in relation to the general strike? There is a section that is discussing a general strike, and they show some, presumably, British people, John Britton, playing a particular sport. What sport is that? Sarah Kilch, why math? It's not really math. It was mentioned. Now, you may not have heard it being mentioned because the show might have been so bitty or having the absence of bits that you might not have heard it, that's nothing we can deal with at this point. So if you feel like you're having to add up anything or divide anything or whatever, then perhaps you do not have all the information, and I apologize for that. But maybe there's a lesson to be learned about that. I'm not necessarily sure what life may be trying to teach us all, but one can only hope that it's trying to teach us something. And our final musing of this week, final musing for the final round. Which nation, planet, or species from fiction would you most like to go to war alongside? This is a great musing, so really try not to waste it. Which nation, planet, or species from fiction would you most like to go to war alongside? And there it is. We go back to Maine. Gosh. Well, a challenging quiz, I think, is always going to add an extra element of challenge to a quiz when you can't watch it properly. That's always going to create just that kind of extra little, trickiness. And it's something that no quiz show has dared to do before. To interrupt the feed of the quiz show to make it harder for the contestants. But this is an avant-garde quiz show. It's always trying new things, even if that thing is, negatively impacting your viewing experience. We're not afraid to do that. But you have survived the question, so well done. So you have earned... This is basically a quiz in the dark. Apologies, guys. It's gutting. It hurts me. It hurts me in my gut. It hurts me right there. It's something that I will work on and I will endeavour to make better. And I will speak to the fine people at Spectrum. Take that to a restaurant. The pain in my gut? Okay. So you have earned your fact of the week. Your fact of the week here: ravens are better talkers in most cases than parrots. Ravens are better talkers in most cases than parrots. Look them up on the YouTubes and you will see. It's very funny. You birds, but they kind of sound like they're talking. But of course, parrots get the nod, don't they? Parrots get the fame. Parrots get the recognition. And all because the ravens are black. Disappointing. It's 2021, guys. Could we just have an even playing field? Let's get on with some answers, shall we? Yay or nay? Yeah. Here we go. Ravens are educated in Britain, so makes sense. A little bit jingoistic there, Killer. But I'll allow it. I assume that it's a riff on the old Look Close video. The musing here: which cartoons cast would you like to see as a band? I would please ask you to get it in the chat. As we go through the answers to this, Gorillaz lead singer 2D is named as such because he has two dads. Yay or nay? That is, of course, nay. He is named 2D because he has two dents in his head. Two dents in his head. So that's a nay. Statement number 2. Gorillaz have been nominated for 11 Grammy Awards, but never won. That's a nay. They have won, but only one. They've been nominated for 11. They've won only one. Best pop collaboration with vocals for Feel Good Inc. Fact fans. Statement number 3. The band are in the Guinness Book of Records as most successful virtual band. That's a yay. So they are more successful than Alvin and the Chipmunks. Or the Banana Splits. So well done them, quite frankly. The band have 2 autobiographies. The answer is nay. Just that, they just have one, okay? To have 2 would be ridiculous. and it's called Rise of the Ogre. There's a whole backstory here. Honestly, you can spend some time diving through it. It's a whole trip. Gorillas. And statement number 5. In 2018, to cover for the imprisoned bassist Murdoch Nichols, Gorillaz enlisted the help of Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. From the Powerpuff Girls. Yay or nay? Yay! Different cartoons getting involved with each other. Very exciting. Thrilled for the Gorillaz. Thrilled for Ace as well. Thrilled for Ace. A lot of prestige, I imagine, there for Ace. So well done if you got any of those right. That was tricky. Gorillaz, not necessarily the most well-known band, but they're fictional. I thought it was quite fun. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But which cartoons cast would you like to see in a band? Let's go to the Killer Kilch, the Belchers, Obs from Bob's Burgers. That's a great shout. That's a great shout. What roles do you think that they would? What instruments or roles within the band do you think they would take? I think it'd be difficult because your Tinas of the world would look for kind of more melancholy stuff. Gene, I imagine, quite upbeat, quite fun stuff. Louise, quite angry stuff. So it'd be an eclectic mix. It would be an eclectic mix with the Belchers. You wouldn't get a unified sound, but maybe that would be their benefit, work to their benefit. Definitely not due to Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's good. I like that. Lots of kind of, a very controlled sound, if I can say that, a very controlled sound to them. You'd maybe get the sense that they could just go nuts, but they never do, because that would be losing control. I like that. Nana Hob of Street Sharks. Gosh, let's have a look at Street Sharks. Interested in this. Let's have a look. Wow, they look pretty radical there. American-Canadian animated series about the adventures of crime-fighting half-man, half-sharks. Sold. Gosh, absolutely sold. A group of teens turned into mutant sharks who battle the evil Dr. Paradigm to protect the Earth. Kind of rocky, I'd imagine. Kind of a rocky band there. Yeah, absolutely. T.B. Douglas, Scooby-Doo. They kind of look like a band. I think they'd be a cool indie band. They would be, yeah. That kind of... Yeah. I like that. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. And then you've got this kind of charismatic... It's like, oh my God, is that a dog singing? Dog singing. It's largely scatting because you don't really understand what Scooby's saying. You do and you don't. He doesn't have that diction, but he can wail, Who needs diction when you're the lead singer of a fictional cartoon, two-dimensional indie rock band? That's great. T.B. Douglas, I think I missed that last one. Was it yay or nay for number 5? Number 5 was the Powerpuff Girls. That was a yay. They did actually enlist a character from a different cartoon to play bass, which I think was pretty impressive. Killer Kilch, Tina, bass, Natch, Linda, singer, yes, tambourine, yes, Gene on keyboard, Ovs, Bob on guitar, Louise on drums. That's actually a killer lineup. That's a killer lineup. I can absolutely see that. That's great. Nana Hobop, they are extremely radical. They look it. I like these Street Sharks. I like their general vibe. Definitely not Duda, but also Bebop and Rocksteady from TMNT. That would be a good band. As in, like, joining with Avatar, or would they be just like a two-piece, like the White Stripes? Like a kind of slightly rockier White Stripes? The glasses and everything. Yeah, that'd be cool. And they have the gig van. That's the Mystery Machine. Yeah. Yes, they're already used to living in a van. Great. Points all round. Guys. That was lovely. What do we have next? Song lyrics. Oh, it's my favorite. Complete these lyrics. I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. Please, into the chat with those lyrics as we go for these answers. Here we go. Excited about this. Because baby love, my baby love, been missing ya. Miss Kissing Ya. Of course, Baby Love by the Supremes. Well done if you got that one. Lyrics number 2, because because I know I usually do. You're saying everything to me times 2. Why can't you just tell the truth? If somebody's there, then tell me who. Say my name, say my name. You no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. Something. Playing games. Something like that. That was Destiny's Child, so well done if you got the lyrics for that one. Yellow Man in Timbuktu. Colour for both me and you. Kung Fu Fighting. Dancing Queen. Tribal Spaceman. And all that's in between. Digga, digga, digga. Colours of the world. Spice up your life. Every boy and every girl. Spice up your life. People of the world. Spice up your life. Etc. Spice Girls. Spice up your life. I know that you're going to have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast, though. Because, of course, don't go chasing waterfalls. Waterfalls by TLC. I know you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. Very deep voice for such lovely looking ladies. Lovely looking ladies, but very, very deep voices there. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be a swinging and swaying and records playing and dancing in the street. Of course, from Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. So well done if you've got those. Some of them are a bit easy, I think. Some of them are a bit more challenging. But I hope you enjoyed answering them nonetheless. Points if you got those as well. A point for each, of course. Natch. Music complete these lyrics. You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. But whenever you leave, I have to lay down and cry. Killer. That's great. That's great. I had to lay down and cry. Crying of such ferocity that your legs lose all power. We've all been there. We've all been there, for God's sake. Absolutely. That's lovely. You know I love you, baby. You're the star of my sky. I'll shower you with riches. Like the Sultan of Brunei. Like the Sultan of Brunei. That's great, TB. I like that. Like the Sultan of Brunei. Yeah. Yeah. Because he's the guy with the riches. A lot of riches from the Sultan of Brunei. That's pretty much what he's known for. I wonder if that upsets him at all. I wonder if he thinks, do you know what, there's more to me than my riches. But lyricists like TB just look at me for my money. It's not your fault, TB. It's not your fault. I think it's Sultan of Brunei's fault for not just making more of an effort to get out there. You know, if he loves to sculpt, if he loves to play jazz, let us know. Let us know about it. You know I love you, baby. You're the star of my sky. But things are looking cloudy. You're with some other guy. Oh, Nana. Nana singing a sad song. Sad song. Oh, Nana. Singing a song about a lady that's with some other guy. Great stuff. Like that, Nana. Taking it, it's a little bit tragic then. The others going for a bit more happiness. Ooh, a little bit more tragic. That's nice. You know I love you, baby. You're the star in my sky. Let's hop on a plane together, and to heaven we'll fly. To heaven we'll fly. I mean, is that dead? Let's hop on a plane together. To heaven we'll fly. Is this like some kind of suicide sitch? Is this some kind of terrorism reference? I mean, if it is, that's absolutely fine. That's valid. But I mean, it's a controversial topic especially if it's like these terrorists are in love. I mean, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Terrorists in love. It's a real bold premise for a song. You've never heard it before. That's for sure. Never heard it before. Interesting. Girl Sarah Kilch, here we go. Bringing up the rear. You know I love you, baby, you're the sky in my sky, but I gotta let you know so I can watch you fly. Oh yeah. It's Sarah Kill, down, watch you fly. I gotta let you go so I can watch you fly. That's good. Encouraging, Sarah. That's nice. Like, I love you, but I can't hold you down. I can't keep you caged because your feathers are just too bright. I need to see you fly. That's great. I say points all around, guys, because I think that's like, however many we got, five great songs. Great songs there. I would stream all of them on the strict understanding that I didn't have to pay. Great stuff. Look close. Oh, which nation, planet, or species from fiction would you most like to go to war alongside? Nation, planet, or species from fiction would you most like to go to war alongside? Into the chat, my sweethearts, as we go through the answers to this. What sport is being played at the beginning of the video? It is, of course, parentheses, American football. American football, I will accept. Football, I will accept. And I will accept no other. I thought there was maybe another one that I could think of, but I'm not going to accept any other answers. Just American football there. When he says, like, the person that scored the touchdown was whole team effort. What two adjectives are applied to the guy from China? The guy from China, he's tough and the tough little guy from China. The tough little guy from China. So tough and so little. Which does kind of make, they said that they were going to make other videos about different nations as well as the British one. I kind of would like to see the Chinese one, but I wonder whether I could show it in good conscience. Number 3, what fraction represents Idaho's then population compared to Britain's then population? They said very clearly that Britain has 96 times the population of Idaho, which makes Idaho's population 196th. 196th of Britain's population. So congrats and a point if you got that one right. See, no maths. No maths there. What don't British policemen carry? Even in wartime. Surely in wartime. Not even in wartime. It is a gun. It is a gun. We do plenty with just a big bloody stick. Just a big stick. And if you're causing trouble, we'll clobber you. That's the British, Bobby. And number 5, which British sport is shown in relation to the general strike? This was cheeky. This was cheeky of old Notme to do this one. This is very cheeky of old Notme to do this one. Because what I noticed, using my eyes when I was looking close, was that they're talking about football, proper football, association football, soccer. But the sport being showed was actually rugby because they were using their hands. So well done if you got that one. Because that was tricky. It wasn't a trick question. I don't like trick questions, but it was a tricky question. And they're absolutely fine. So well done if you got those any of those right. A point for each one that you got right. Which nation, planet, or species from fiction would you most like to go to war alongside? Let's have a look at this. I'm very interested in this. Definitely not Doodle. Wakanda. Instantly. Incredible technology. Shields and all kinds of stuff. You know you've got Black Panther backing you up. You know you've got Shuri. You know that you've got those lady policemen wearing red, the bald ones with the spears, they'll just mess you up. And then on top of all of that, war rhinos. That's a great shout. That's a great shout, definitely. TB, the Amazons from Wonder Woman love the horse riding and warrior women. Yeah, right on the horses, aren't they? And they no saddles. No need for saddles, although I would argue a lot of need for saddles, because they are, all of the legs were they were all shorn of hair, so I wonder whether that would create a rash type situation. But the warrior women, the bow and arrowness of it all, Foo, rah, foo. That's what they're like. Boo. Yeah, absolutely. And the real Amazons, the real Amazons from Greek mythology, in order to make it easier for them to draw back their bow, used to lose a boob. Used to lose a boob to make it easier to draw back the thing. But the Amazons from Wonder Woman, and I did check, a replete set of breasts on each and every one of them. So preferable. I think Wonder Woman Amazon's preferable to the other ones. Killer Kilch Beethoven, the dog. Just a big Saint Bernard. Just a big Saint Bernard. He's more pesky, I'd say, than vicious, in a way that I personally would want in a war type situation. The idea of going to war alongside ideally many dogs, but potentially just one dog, is fine. But I mean, that's your choice, Killer, and it's so your choice in that I don't think anybody else would choose that. But that's what makes it so special. That's great. That's great. I mean, he's powerful, and everybody who's watched that film has thought, could I ride that dog? Could that dog's back support me? I guess you'd find out. You got Sarah Kilch. Alexandria TWD. Is that The Walking Dead? So Alexandria, is that a place? Is that a place in The Walking Dead? I watched The Walking Dead for a few seasons, and then it made me too sad, so I stopped watching. Because it's such an effective drama of like, what would it actually be like in a post-apocalyptic zombie wasteland? It'd be really depressing. And again, it just hammered on that quite a lot, which is great. But yeah, I mean, they'd be able to kill a lot of people. That's pretty much their whole deal. So yeah, that's a good choice. And Nana Hobbob, the Vulcans, says that's the Trek. That's the ones with the ears. They would find a logical alternative to war unless they're dealing with the Romulans. You can't reason with that seething hatred. Find a logical alternative to war. I like that you're looking to avoid conflict. That's very honourable. Unless they're dealing with the Romulans, you can't reason with that seething hatred. They are very strong as well, aren't they? They are very strong, the Vulcans. Do a lot of kind of overhand chopping, as I recall. Just chop. Dead. I mean, not dead, but like passed out. So that's good. I like that. Killer Kilch, Americans. I mean, they're pretty good at war, and they love it. So, never underestimate how much better somebody is at doing something if they really enjoy it, It's one of the reasons I'm so good at hosting this quiz. Fun fact. I lost you back. Okay, good. Glad you're back. Okay, so we've got all the points we're going to get, right? Wrong. Minute to win it. As ever, we have this black box in the corner of the thing. It is a live feed. It is not a black box. That is showing what I have written down here. But what have I written down? Well, are you guys ready? You should be ready. So, each, as ever, to explain the rules again, each guess has to be in its own message. And you'll get the messages. The messages will come up here, so there's no tomfoolery or cheating at any stage. So, this past week was the Oscars. And the end of the Oscars was a bit strange because I think a lot of people thought that Chadwick Boseman was going to win the Oscar because he's dead. But Anthony Hopkins won the Oscar because he's almost dead. Thanks, Streamlabs. And so they thought it was a little bit disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman that he wasn't given the award, bearing in mind, as I mentioned, that he is dead. That doesn't happen here, guys. We are respectful of Chadwick Boseman. Okay? So, what I want from you are suggestions for... Oh, that music. I'm ready for it. Chadwick Boseman films. Films star or featuring Chadwick Boseman. Get them in the chat. You have a minute to win it, guys. Minute to win it. I'm going to stand up for this because I'm excited. Chaddy B, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. That's a great first shout, Nana. Maurice Black Bottom, says TB. That was what he was nominated for. That's what he didn't win for, even though he's dead. Captain America Civil War, Nana. That's great. That's great. Marshall, says TB. That's great. Well done. We're halfway through this, guys. Let's keep it going. The more guesses you make, the more chances you have to win. 5 bloods, says TB. 5 bloods. Getting there, last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Avengers Infinity War. Our internet was gone. Out. Crying. I'm sorry about that, killer. That sucks. That's a terrible time for it to happen. Any last second little Avengers Endgame? I'll accept it, Nana. I'll accept it. 21 Bridges. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Yeah, I'll accept it, TB. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Are we ready? We have the plug. We have the other plug. Are we ready? The 5 bloods. TB Douglas. TB Douglas getting those 2 points. Outstanding stuff. That's wonderful. Gosh, isn't that just the most exciting minute of your week? Because it's certainly the most exciting minute of mine. I will say that. I will say that 100%. So an extra 2 points for you, TB. For the rest of you, you just got to go back to what you got in the quiz. Let's tot up those scores. As you do tot up the scores, I do want to remind you that in this quiz, aside from picking around the following week, you're only competing against yourself, guys. There is no point threshold to being smart. So if you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, you are smart. And as a quick reminder, if you are watching this on YouTube, not live, in the future, please make sure you write down your score and your amusing answers in the comments below. I would really love to hear how you did. And just click the like button. Click the like button as well. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. It is art. Minute to win it is art. So let's get the scores. Scores on the doors. Nana Hobbob 8. That's a great score. Definitely kicking off with the 12. TB. That's the benefit of minute to win it. That's the benefit. 16. That is outrageously high. I think that might be a record for this current iteration, the 3-round iteration of the quiz. Unfortunately, because the Kilch's internet is gone, we outcry. We don't get to hear from them, but hopefully, if I will try and consult with them during the week. If they have got a higher score than 16, although it seems unlikely, then they'll get to a great score or an 8 score. Oh, Nana, your score was the absolute 8th. Absolute 8th. Certainly nailed it. Yes. That is art. That is art. Wonderful. Well, again, I'll take this opportunity to apologize profusely for any technical issues or connection issues you may have had this week. It seems like it's pretty butt as quizzes go. I'm looking at the bit rate there, and it's just dropping down all the time, and I don't know why that's happening, and it makes me so upset I could throw up. I'm going to try not to do that. Instead, I'm going to say thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you felt creative. Oh, cats and fire. This cat is on fire. Can't stop with the songs. I've got music in my soul. That's what it is. I am not me. I am Art, and I hope that you'll join me next time. Same time, same place. This time next week, where you'll have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yes, I am smart. Nana Hobbob, I am more than happy for you to blame the technical issues for your score. Although I think 8 is great. 8 is almost half points. And bear in mind you didn't get the thing at the end. That's even closer to half points. It's all good. It's all good. And you learned some stuff. We all learned some stuff. So, thank you very much, guys. You are all wonderful, wonderful people. And I shall see you next time.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though Rob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,